No, I literally just have to move the thing here.
Yeah, that's called Miguel stupidity.
This shit is insanely complicated for the job that it does. It just records sounds. I don't understand how a
This is
camera is
why
less complicated.
this is why you have to go to school for these things. But
Nobody paid attention because everybody was like, "This fucking shit, fucking lame."
yeah,
Fucking
that's what
sound.
the stuff that I did in film school.
Yeah.
I never liked the technical that end of it.
Yeah, and sound is just like, it's just for fags. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to do fucking sound, and it's literally, it pays you so well.
It does.
Yeah, and it's what do you call it? Like when you watch a movie, you're like, it adds so much to it, but it's just not glamorous.
Yeah, it's not. But if it's
Yeah.
bad, you will notice it.
It ruins it.
Yeah.
It ruins it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even a little bit more than like, if you have like, say, like out of 10, if you have 8 out of 10 video, it's way better than 8 out of 10 sound. It'll completely fuck it up.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I watched Color Out of Space.
Another evidence of Miguel's stupidity is his opinion on this movie.
No, okay, listen. I watched it and like, I guess I expected something different. I didn't think it was gonna be like, because it's more like John Carpenter.
Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, like type of horror. But I love The Thing. The Thing is an amazing fucking movie.
It's
I
a
love The Thing.
masterpiece.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing that bothered me about this movie was like, I didn't feel they had a plot. I was like, I don't understand. Like, there's no conflict in the movie. Like, there's nothing like,
Well,
there's nothing advancing the story. It's just shit happens to them, and then it just keeps happening to them. But
yeah, that is kind of what the book is like, though. It's like
Yeah, but-
because in the book it's a recounting of what happens, and it's just you see what leads to the demise of this whole place through the eyes of this family. So there's not much
Oh.
in the way of a strict story, but basically, in the book, it's about some guy who comes and basically they're gonna destroy this dam and flood this town.
Oh,
to,
so
like,
that part is in the original
yeah,
story. Yeah.
to like do all this stuff. And the guy comes to like inspect the town, and he talks to this one dude who I think Cheech plays that character.
Okay, that's my other issue with the movie. How the fuck is Tommy Chong the best? How does Tommy Chong have the best performance?
Nicolas Cage has the best performance.
No,
in the movie.
he
It's
sucks.
No, he does.
Sucks in this
Oh
movie.
my god,
Dude, the first line he says is terrible. I mean, he doesn't suck, but again, like, dude, when he's like going crazy in the car because it won't start, I'm like, I was just laughing. I'm like, I don't think this is meant to be funny.
No, it kind of is. It's.
I don't know. I don't think he nailed it. I didn't think he was good in this.
I loved him in this, and I love the little subtleties. One of the things I like that I point out to people when I watch it is he talks about his dad a lot.
You've watched this movie more than once?
Yeah, I love this movie.
Oh my god.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Oh Jesus.
At once he gets infected by that stuff, his performance shifts completely, and he starts becoming like his attitude changes, and he's becoming like his dad. I love that little subtlety in it. It's just the way his voice
There's
changes.
no subtlety in it.
In that, no, it's over the top, but
Yeah.
the change is
Oh.
like subtle. Like, I'm not saying the performance isn't subtle, but it's a little thing that you notice when you rewatch it, that he stops being himself at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what it reminded me of?
Hmm.
A little bit of you've seen Mother, right?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen Mother?
No.
Oh, no.
But
Well,
I know that movie is just like insanity.
yeah, so it just kind of was like, I don't know, I kept waiting for like the personal drama between them to like interact with the cosmic, jizz that fucking ruin their life, and it just kind of like, it never does, like
Yeah.
it never boils over.
That was again, that's always the point of Lovecraft stuff, is that the cosmic stuff, his whole existentialist cosmic horror worldview would be that there's no way in any tangible way that these things could ever interact or affect each other at all, because one of them is so far beyond the other one's comprehension.
Yeah.
So that it's in that way where that can't happen in the story.
I don't know. Again, I thought it was all right. I liked certain parts of it. I liked that they actually showed the planet, where the color comes from.
Yeah.
I like that they actually like said fuck it and killed the family like in horrific ways. 'Cause I was a little bit worried that they might, I don't know, just have that story of like you get to save them or something. No, they all go
die.
sicko mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I expected that it would be better. I also expected like Lovecraft horror to be different. You know, I thought it was gonna be more like, I guess I don't know how, like, I didn't expect like giant, like, you know, beasts or anything like that, but I thought it would be more like, I don't know, I thought it would be more like, I guess, like The Shining, in the sense of like just gradual like insanity. And with this, it's just kind of like out of nowhere, like they're just crazy. And I don't know, I thought it was okay. um and that's it. Yeah, I didn't really think, I don't know, I was like, this is it, this is the fucking bullshit this fool recommended me.
I personally really like that one, but I've also, it's a very niche movie. Not a lot of people are gonna like this.
Yeah, no.
And not because of the quality. Like, I think there are people who are gonna think it's good, but also not like it just because of like, it's very, very niche. You know, it's not very palatable for mainstream anything.
It's just I guess it's hard to do that. I mean, not really, because I told you, you've never seen Dreamcatcher, right?
No, we were talking about
Okay,
it.
so
I've
that's
seen
some
stuff from it.
fucking like real bullshit. That's insane. And this I don't know, like I was just like, I just wish I was watching, like, did you watch the remake for The Thing? Or not the remake, but it's technically a sequel, or no, technically a prequel.
Oh, the terrible one with Eckhart.
No, it's with is it with Eckhart? It's also with the woman from 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh, Winstead.
Yeah.
The 2011 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that movie.
No.
No.
I mean,
Funny story about that movie. I feel like we might have talked about this before, but they did all the monster effects practically.
Yeah.
And they did them all. They finished them. They were 100% ready to go, and at the last minute, the studio swooped in and was like, "No, do it all CGI."
Oh.
It's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
It was ready for release, and at the last minute, they were like, "No, CGI everything."
No, the thing about practical effects is it really suits this type of horror.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I love that scene in Color Out of Space when you see all this stuff molded, and when the mom and the kid mold into. It's just disturbing.
Fucked up. Like,
no,
it's
that
so
was messed
fucked
up.
to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated that they didn't show what happened to the son. I was like, I wish it would have shown.
Didn't he go into the well?
Yeah, but I wish like maybe he turns into a turd or whatever, a purple turd.
Dude, when the daughter cut all the stuff into herself,
Yeah,
that was messed up.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, this stupid bitch, this typical LA girl. Like, let me defeat the giant monster with fucking astrology.
Yeah, because what's funny, she's reading the Necronomicon, which is it's famous from Evil Dead, but Lovecraft invented it in one of his stories.
Yeah, and I read that because they kept saying Arkham, and I was like, I'm sure it's the other way around, and I was right that
they inspired by the town of Arkham.
Yeah,
which appears in a lot of Lovecraft's writings.
Yeah, Batman took the Arkham name basically.
Well, I always love that reference because Lovecraft very influential in early days Gothic horror stuff, and a lot of Batman drew inspiration from that in the earlier run, mostly for aesthetic purposes, but
yeah,
and also Gothic pulp horror was big in comics at the time too. And there's also an episode of Gotham called Lovecraft, and they named one of the characters after it. And I didn't get the reference when I was younger when it came out, but I was
when you were 19, you mean?
No, I think it was like 15 or 16.
Gotham came out, really?
Gotham ran for 5 seasons, and it ended like 4 years ago.
You're right. I was in San Diego. Yeah. Yeah, I was like fucking. Yeah, I was 19.
Yeah, came out a while ago.
You're right. Yeah. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, I thought it was like, I didn't buy the Hydro whatever character at all. I'm like, this dude's just doing everything because he's trying to fuck a 17-year-old. I'm like, this woman is clearly like. By the way, I thought she was the best. She had the best performance. Sorry, not Tommy Chung.
She was good.
Yeah, she was really good. And I was like, this dude was just fucking like, immediately, like, he just sees some girl doing a fucking like ritual, and he's like, I'm gonna try to fuck her. It's just like, oh, what was your name? You're trying to fuck the witch that you just like. First of all, you're black.
Yeah, beat me to it.
Yeah, you're black, and you caught a white woman in the forest dressed as a witch,
doing witch seances.
Exactly, trying to do some bullshit. Yeah, you should know better.
This is like Get Out if the guy wanted it and knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'll risk it.
I am down.
I'll do it for the puss, for the
Yeah.
white puss. But yeah, what else? Did you watch What If?
Dude, okay, so I saw the first episode.
I only watched the first one too. Yeah.
Okay, I thought the first one was pretty good. I really wanted to watch the second episode very desperately, but the internet is down at my house and I cannot get it fixed, and I'm so angry.
I was gonna watch it because I thought I was like this fucking nerd for sure watched it, but I was like I'll watch Color Out of Space because I had a lot of time to kill at work, and I was just like curious to see it.
Yeah, I've heard that the new episode of What If is great.
Because I don't know, like it's not that I didn't like the first one, but
it was just I thought it was good. Like, and
it just felt like watching a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've heard the new one. I've heard amazing things about it. Also, the concept sounds cooler, and there's gonna be like the whole gut punch of seeing Chadwick Boseman again. I guess he's playing the character 3 more times on What If, and then that's gonna be it for him.
Oh damn.
Yeah, dude. I rewatched Black Panther recently. It was pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For Black History Month. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like I said, I watched the first one and I was like, I liked the concept of it. I really liked what they did with the changes. All of it was great, but just the story structure of it, again, no conflict, no drama really going on.
It just kind of retreads the events of the first
one.
It's
literally just like this happens and then this and then this and then this, and you never like there's no. It didn't feel like a story. Like again, it just felt like some dude. Like it just felt like you were watching a Wikipedia entry.
Yeah.
In like when you're reading about the alternate universes.
Basically, here's what it was why I think this new episode is gonna be better is because this is telling a whole new story.
Yeah.
And it looks like that one was trying to do a 25-minute cliff notes
exactly
of the first Avenger, just with a new character, and it's like, okay, you're hitting all the high notes.
Yeah.
But you're kind of relying on the fact that I know what happens between these scenes because of the other movie.
Yeah.
But since everything's so similar but different, it's also kind of tough to like invest. Like I was kind of felt like I was half watching at one point where I was like, all right, like this is cool. Like it's cool to look at. The action was cool and the performances,
they're really good.
Some of the performances were a little bit weird though.
I don't know. I love Captain Carter though. I was like, I wouldn't mind if they
Don't say you want it in live action because you do not want an 8. Everyone's like, I want to see this live action. I'm like, I do not want to see an 8 foot tall, 350 pound Haley Atwell.
No, not live action, but I did think I was like, maybe they should try. I don't know if they do this season, but maybe for next season to not limit themselves to one episode.
I actually have a theory based on things I've seen in trailers. I don't know if this is confirmed.
Yeah.
I think that at the end, I think each season is telling different stories within one universe.
Oh.
Because from what I've seen, it doesn't look like the episode's conflict. And I've seen little clips where it shows the characters together. So I'm guessing.
Okay.
But the thing I saw...
Because I love the way they changed it. I love the way that they had her, like, basically, like, faces Leviathan, and then she came back to,
I love that they redid the Loki scene, with her. Though.
Yeah, and then they had a... Samuel Jackson here.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson was there, and that was
damn
Renner.
Bitch, where you been?
And that was Renner back as Hawkeye. The weird.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that Hawkeye was there.
And that dude that's voicing Captain America, that's not Chris Evans. That guy's doing a good impression.
Yeah,
solid impression.
I was like, there's no way they got Chris Evans to do this, and then I looked up the thing. I'm like, I knew it.
So Evans,
we know Dominic Cooper's free, but
yeah, it's Evans, RDJ, who are both already done, so obviously they didn't want to come back.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland also not coming back.
Damn, Tom Holland big timing fucking Marvel.
And it looks like it might have been Sony. Sticking there like, hey, we don't need the movies. Only the movies, guys. That's the deal.
I thought we started to do a Japanese accent at first. Well, no, we don't tell you, we don't have the Tom Holland for the voiceover.
That was Miguel, not me.
Yeah. Sony's a Japanese company. That's how they talk. Actually, they say way worse shit because we read their fucking emails, so don't fucking come at me. Fucking hella talking shit and being like insanely fucked up in their emails. In their written correspondence.
Who is messed up in an email?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just email some other executive like, damn, this bitch is fat. We're not giving her the part. Some bullshit like that. No, but I'm curious to see where it goes. I'll probably see the new one today. Because I forgot that shit was on. Because while I like the first episode, it didn't exactly leave me like, oh, I can't wait to see the next. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The animation is really good.
Love Jeffrey Wright as Watcher.
Dude, when I saw that he was in the cast, I was like, my first thought was like, I was thinking like, is he Blade? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking of all these like black characters, and then I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect as the Watcher.
Yeah,
perfect
great.
fucking voice. Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Before I forget, I don't know if you've heard. Apparently, he's gonna be a new Batman HBO Max show got greenlit called Arkham. With it looks like him in the one of the leads.
So it's gonna be in universe?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I'm pretty excited for that. We don't know anything about it. It's just the working title for it is Arkham, and it looks like Jeffrey Wright's attached to it.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. I loved him ever since Casino Royale.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude's he's a great actor.
And I'm so hyped for Batman. I have a lot of faith in that movie.
Oh, me so horny.
Yeah. For that movie looks sick. Seeing the trailer before Suicide Squad on the big screen for the first time was awesome.
They haven't released anything new, huh?
Nope.
No, because that fucking idiot keeps getting COVID.
I would be fine if they don't release anything. I'm like, you've sold me on the movie.
Yeah, I don't think.
Don't tempt me anymore.
I might see one more, but
yeah. Here's the thing: if they release another big trailer, I'm not be able to resist it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Please don't, because like you've given me enough to hook me, and you don't need to show me anymore. Like
also, it's not like it's what do you call it? DC's on thin ice, you know, except for Suicide Squad. So I need to see the trailers because I'm like, I need to see if this shit actually looks good. It's not like when like, for example, like when the Endgame trailer released. Mm-hmm. I'm not watching the second or third one.
I actually didn't watch any of them.
Well, yeah. I watched the first one, you know, and I'm like, that's it, because I know I'm gonna watch. I know it's gonna be okay, at least, you know.
Yeah.
Did you watch the trailer for Eternals? The brand new one? Yeah.
That flipped me on the movie. I did not care about that movie at all.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
This looks sick. I thought
casting's
that movie was great cast. The story looks cool, and it answered the question in my head where I was like, because you know the question everyone has like, oh, these fools have been here for 7,000 years, but like, where were we when all this stuff was happening? Like, the gods of the gods of the gods of that universe are like, you can't do anything unless it involves these things. All right.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I get it now.
The deviants, which we all know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
The homeless people.
Yeah.
Gypsies.
Yeah.
What is I'm trying to think. People who pour
during movies.
Yeah, people who fucking pour the milk before the cereal.
Yep.
Yeah.
All these people.
I was like, when they said deviants, I'm like, there has to be a better word. Like exactly.
I think that term might be from the comics.
I just kept thinking of pedophiles. I just kept thinking of sexual deviants. Like I was like, they're gonna kill Louis.
Bruh.
Yeah, Spacey. Epstein. You're like, why did you intervene with Epstein? It's just deviant, not sexual deviant. Yeah.
And besides, I think whatever Epstein did is a little beyond sexual deviant.
No, but but it's like also our gods are part of the Mossad as well.
Oh.
So we cannot intervene.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's what they said in the trailer. Some of the Eternals are Jewish, some are Christian, some are Muslim. Yep. You can guess which one. It's Kumal Nanjiani. No, but it looks really good, dude. Yeah. And
I didn't know that Icarus looks like Superman, bro. He's like flying around shooting lasers. I'm like, oh, they got Superman now.
I have no fucking idea who these people are.
The only one I know is Kit Harington's playing Black Knight, and I love Black Knight.
But according. Maybe I'm wrong, but according to me, like, I just remember, like, when I would read stuff about the Eternals, they're not supposed to be, like, people, right? They're supposed to be, like, these giant fucking constellations or some shit like that.
No, you're thinking of Celestials.
Oh, okay. You're right, my bad. Yeah,
Eternals are a race of beings sent to Earth that help people, but their whole thing... and again, I don't know everything about them. I know that they can be killed, but when they die, they get reborn again in like a different way, and their life is just a never-ending cycle. But I think they come back with all their memories.
Oh,
they get zapped back to their planet and come back in like a different form, but like as the same person.
How weird is it to see Angelina Jolie in a fucking Marvel movie, and Salma Hayek too? Honestly,
because they were when I was growing up were big box office like money, but like
for whatever bullshit they did.
Yeah. But that hasn't been the case for a while, but they look great in this.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is kind of cool, like saying like, oh, cool. Yeah, I remember you guys used to be like, you know, up there.
Yeah, and I was also like, I was like, this makes sense to have a very diverse cast. I mean, you're supposed to be like having all these fucking like people from all around the world.
Yeah,
they can't all be American.
Yeah, they all went to like different corners of the earth or something.
Exactly.
Like
yeah. Angelina Jolie is Japanese. Salma Hayek is South African.
and then whatever Barry Keoghan is.
Who's that?
Barry Keoghan, he's the weird kid from Killing of a Sacred Deer. And
Oh, dude, that's the fool. I was like, hell yeah, I love that motherfucker.
Yeah, and he's in
16
Green Knight.
forever. 16 forever. That dude. That dude has not aged a day.
Nope.
He looks exactly this. Yeah, but great actor. I like that they have Paperboy too.
Yeah, Paperboy.
Yeah. Like I said, Kumail.
And then you got both the Stark brothers. You got Rob Stark and Jon
Dude,
Snow.
I didn't know that Kit Harington was in it. I thought it was
'cause
just
they're
Rob
keeping-
Stark.
Well, yeah, because he's again Kit Harington. He's playing Black Knight.
Who's Black Knight?
He's a member of the Avengers. He's this dude who has this like cursed sword.
Oh,
You've
let
seen
me
him?
look that up because I thought he was. Because I was like, he's not an Eternal.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
But he's in a love triangle with Rob Stark
Oh
and
shit.
Cersei. But it looks like in this, I don't know if he's going to be Black Knight because all they've said is I've seen that they've said he's playing Dane Whitman, which is his alter ego.
Oh,
But I don't know if he's
I
playing
mean, they might
Black
be saving
Knight.
that for later.
Yeah. But
I don't recognize this motherfucker at all.
he has such a. I've always loved this character.
Yeah,
Because he's just like a
nerd.
dope swordsman Avengers dude. He's like King Arthur in like, the 20th century.
He says it's a third version of the character.
Yeah, because there was, like how Marvel used like remember the first Ghost Rider was like a cowboy dude, like like one of the first versions of Black Knight was literally just like a knight from like an old Marvel comic about like knights. And
I
they're
see.
like, forget this, but we'll keep the name.
We're like, we need to make him sexy. Give me Kit Harington.
Yeah,
Uh,
with the haircut.
yeah, dude. I mean, I'm glad to see. Rob Stark. I don't know the name of the actor.
Richard Madden.
I'm glad to see him getting big roles. Honestly, same with
Love
Kit
that
Harington.
guy. Yep.
Yeah.
Which one? You saw 1917, right?
No.
Okay, because never mind. I don't want to ruin it, but I kind of did by mentioning it. One of them is at the end of the movie,
Oh, I see.
and it's.
Are you
such
thinking
a,
of fucking Dunkirk with Harry Styles?
Nope. It's 19 because I did not like Dunkirk.
I don't like it either. Yeah.
1917, I think, is the opposite of all my problems with Dunkirk.
Because it has a plot.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Dunkirk is like
It has a story.
I get it, like what they were trying to do. It's like we're not trying to tell a story. We're just trying to recount the events of what happened here and to the different people. I'm like, okay, but like I need to be able to connect with something. You know?
I was like, I'm entertained while I'm watching this, but I'm not
It's not gonna
emotionally
stick with me.
invested
Yeah.
at all.
Mhm.
Exactly. And I was like, I think it was just disappointing also because of Nolan's track record. Because even Tenet, which is a fucking mess.
I don't like that.
No, but I still I still was invested in the story.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that I have
The-
Robert Pattinson, the greatest living actor today.
Yeah.
But
There's something to
Um,
grab onto there. And then
yeah.
1917 is the opposite, where it's just a story about this one guy.
yeah.
And it just takes you on this guy's journey. So it's the opposite of that. But at the end, when he finds, and I'm pretty sure it is Richard Madden, that scene is just like, it's a very short scene. It was like a surprise cameo, but that actually happened. I was like, okay, this hit me in my feelings for a little bit, and that doesn't happen super often. But that was a good one.
Yeah, I'm down. Eternals looks pretty fucking good. I was on it just because when they announced the cast, I was like, I can't wait to see fucking Kumail Nanjiani just fucking ripped.
Yeah, for real.
I was like,
super
this just looks
jacked.
ridiculous. I'm down to see this because they already
Mhm.
did with Paul Rudd. So I'm like, I trust you, Marvel. You know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Cast funny people, make them buff. And
Exactly. Yeah, and they can finally leave their wives. Chris Pratt was like, I'm fucking ripped. I'm out of here. He was like, I'm out of Ferris. He's like, come on.
For real.
I could get Megan Fox. And then he didn't. He got some girl that's literally
Arnold
looks the same as fucking Anna Faris.
He got Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Yeah, but she's. I mean,
Yeah.
let me put it this way: same league,
Yeah.
except Anna Faris is probably funnier. Okay, we have to talk about this. I think you and I know exactly what I'm about to say right now.
What?
But Robin
Oh, okay.
is a cocksucker now, as well as a cunt licker.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to make that clarification.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, because.
He loves it all.
Dude, you have a character named Dick Grayson, but you make the other one bi. Why? Now you have two gay characters. No, but like I saw the panel and it's some dude asking him out. He's like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And then you showed me that fan fiction, which was
Oh, I didn't.
horrific.
I made a meme about it. Black Mass Drip memes. You should follow that. It's the greatest account of all time.
Yeah, follow that. Yeah, we don't really plug any of our shit to the 7 people who listen to this.
Black Mass Drip memes isn't even something I ever want to plug. It's just a stupid thing I made as a joke one day.
Nah,
Like,
but you know.
Yeah, now it's just like I have a
That's
funny
the real
idea in
you
my head.
right
I'm
there.
like, there it is. Yep. But what's dumb about it is the way they handled it too. Because
did you read the thing?
my roommate read it and he told me like we're shot by shot what happened.
Perfect. Secondhand information.
Yeah, from for
It's a
someone I trust,
podcast.
and I'm not going to waste my time reading comics anymore.
Yeah, we're not CNN. Continue.
Yeah. So for the longest time, Tim Drake has always been with Stephanie Brown. Spoiler, she was one of the Batgirls. She was one of the Robins for a little bit.
Oh.
And that's like one of the relationships I actually like in the comics, but they always like forget about it. And then they brought it back recently, and then apparently in between the last comic and this one, he breaks up with her, and then he's bi now.
Oh.
But like they didn't even show it. Like it just happens between comics. I was like, why would you do this? Why? And everyone's like,
really don't understand
DC
who this is
fans
for.
have been wanting Robin to come out as biased for forever. I was like, really? I've never heard this from anybody before.
No, it's the vocal minority of
Tumblr
again,
girls.
and also, I don't know if it's fair exactly to say that they're not real fans, but it's a new.
I'd say it is.
I would say too because it's a new thing because they're the same type of people that would have made fun of people for liking this shit.
They're just latching onto it for right now because they think
now
that
it's mainstream.
What it is a small group of Tumblr people latched onto this and made the larger group of Tumblr people think that like comic books were like an LGBT safe haven, and now they're going to comic books expecting it and not getting it, and comics are like, listen, we are exactly what you think we are. We'll change everything for you. It's like these people are gonna be gone soon. They're gonna move on to the next thing.
No, comics, what they really are is an art safe haven. No, some of them, but that's what comics really are. It's probably the art form where you have the most freedom.
You can do anything. Honestly, 0% of it is real. It's literally all art. You can do anything you want.
Exactly, and it's a safe haven. It's definitely a safe haven for free speech. It's probably the most like you can express yourself artistically, in the broadest way, like anything you believe in. But like, again, since now it reached the mainstream with all the Marvel movies, now they're trying to make it like other mainstream shit where you have to hit a fucking racial quota, a fucking gay quota, and all this bullshit. And it's like that shit does exist, but you don't want that.
Yeah.
What you want is what everybody else has, and then make it
gay.
Make it your way or whatever.
Make Captain America gay right now.
Yeah, well, they did have a gay Captain America.
They didn't make a gay Captain America. They did.
Yeah, we should be Captain FAG.
Tell me what that stands for.
Free America.
Guy.
Gay.
Free America guy.
Yeah, Free America guy. Captain FAG. No, but I don't know. I guess I don't really care, but it just seems like pandering.
It is pandering.
Yeah,
I hate pandering.
Exactly.
There's certain things I don't like. It's certain things where it's like I don't like it, not because of like.
Not because of what it is, but the reasons
what
why
it's
they
doing.
do it. Yeah.
Like I hate pandering.
Yeah.
I hate and it's just one of those things. So.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit about Tim Drake. My Robin is fucking Damian Wayne.
Interesting.
That's my guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, to me, Tim Drake was always like, because isn't he the one that his
the
parents?
He's actually the best Robin, but
no, but his parents are still alive.
His dad.
Gay.
Yeah, his dad is still.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Guess what? Damian Wayne's parents are both alive.
No, but Damian Wayne's a murderer, which makes it way cooler. He cuts off the heads of criminals with a sword, and he calls his dad a bitch for not killing people. Like he's a great character.
Everyone hates him. I think people are coming around to him now, but everyone's hated him for years.
Dude, did you read those comics with him and
the Grant Morrison ones?
Yeah,
those are great comics.
Yeah,
and everyone thinks it is, but for some reason, people just don't like him as a character.
I love him, bro. I love him. Like I think he's honestly like the best like new character they've had like forever.
I love that one cover where Batman's like there and he has like his foot on Joker's back and he's gonna like cave his head in with a it's such a great shot. and it's Dick Grayson. Batman's like, no.
Yeah,
Wait.
he's trying to stop him from killing the Joker,
Yeah.
and it's like, this is great. Damian Wayne doesn't give a fuck
No.
because he was raised by his hot ass mom,
Who actually raped Batman into. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he raped her. She raped him the same way that like
Bill Cosby did.
yeah,
As in, she drugged him.
as in I don't
and
think
had-
that's possible with men. How does that happen? How do you get hard when you're passed out?
I don't know. I can knock you out and then try to
Let's try it out.
do
Let's
a
try
little
to
bit of tug.
yeah for the Patreon episode. The Patreon episode, I'm just gonna roofie myself and this video. Like, let's see if he can get me hard while I'm passed out.
Well, we can't post that on OnlyFans anymore, so I'll have to do it on
Oh, you're right.
Patreon.
We'll put it on YouTube. We just put
Age restricted.
Yeah, we put the clickbait the headline is like, how did Talia al Ghul have sex with Batman? Click here to find out. And it's
just you
yeah,
passed out of the
it's just two nerds experimenting with each other.
experimenting with each other's bodies.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you found out. We're like, oh, that's commitment.
Yeah.
What was my point? Oh yeah, like again, I don't care about Tim Drake. He's bi, whatever. It's the pandering aspect of it.
And the fact that you are very homophobic.
No, dude, because there's what's that fool's name, bro? He's like Batman, but he has like a stick, and he beats the fuck out of people.
What?
He's a DC character too, and he's gay. He looks
You're
like
talking
Batman.
about Midnighter.
Yes, he's sick as fuck.
Midnighter is sick and he's gay.
Yeah,
He recognized Nightwing and discovered who he was just off of his ass, bruh. And that is canonical. He said, I'd recognize that ass anywhere. And said, you're Dick Grayson. I was like, oh.
again, but they ignore that.
Yeah,
because
Midnighter's just a good character.
Exactly, because this whole thing is just a power grab, and you could say you could definitely make an argument up in your head that it's somewhat like justified or whatever, but the reality is that you just don't want to put the work in. You could be creating that super cool gay character like these people,
another character like Midnighter,
like these people have already done.
Yep.
But you're like, I don't want that. I want what everybody else.
Because no one ever complains that Batwoman's gay.
Yeah, of
because
course.
she's always been gay since day one. And she's a character who's had her own comic books and appears in all these events and is a member of Batman's group. And no one is ever like, I hate Batwoman because she's gay. Why do they have to shove a gay character in
Everybody loves Batwoman. Not her show.
Not her show.
Her show is a
she's
piece of
actually
shit.
a pretty well-liked character, you know?
No, that's what I meant in the comics.
Yeah.
I like her, but her show is garbage.
Terrible show.
Yeah. But oh well. You know, now he's bi and he's gonna, I guess, suck some dicks or some shit.
I think we have to continue. I think we're obligated to talk about this because we've referenced Metal Gear Solid once or twice.
What happened?
Have you heard about Project Blue Box?
What is that?
Okay, this is like the most elite nerd thing going on, right? Like only the nerdiest of nerds know about this. But there's this indie studio called Project Blue Box.
Mm-hmm.
And remember how Hideo Kojima went through extreme lengths to like secretly hype up Phantom Pain? You know, he started that fake studio called Moby. So
yeah,
there's a studio called Project Blue Box, and for a couple months now, people have been theorizing that this company is another front by Kojima, and he's going to remaster one of the Metal Gear Solid games and remake it.
Ooh.
Because the guy who runs the studio is named Hassan something, but the initials are HK, Hideo Kojima, and the last guy's name...
Hassan Kaboom.
Yeah, but the guy's name translates to hero, which is also what like Hideo translates to.
Oh.
But they released something. They're making a game and they say it's called Abandoned. And they showed the poster with a blurred, zoomed up image of a face. And the image is very clearly a guy with a beard and an eye patch.
Let me look this up, bro, because you're making me so fucking hard
don't
right
look
now.
it up yet, because I'm about to, you're going to be a little upset.
Oh.
So they've been hyping this game up for a while. And they're like, all right, the only way you can see the Abandoned trailer is if you download this app on your PS5. And the trailer is going to render in real time on your PS5. So the trailer's going to drop. Me and my friends don't have PS5, so we watch someone live streaming it. And we're waiting, and 20 minutes past the drop. It's still not there. It's still not there 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got to go to work. I go to work. 2 hours later. Blue Box, oh sorry, there was an issue with the update, so it's not going to drop today. Next week comes around, the update's going to be out the next day, so stay around for the live stream. The update comes out, It's all getting hyped up, and at this point, everyone's like, it's either going to be that Silent Hills game Kojima was supposed to do that got canceled, because we know Norman Reedus is recording something with Kojima right now, or something Metal Gear Solid. So we're waiting. The clip comes out. The trailer starts. You play. It's literally a 2-second clip. Top angle. You can't even see if someone walking across a wooden board. They've gone dead silent since then.
I mean, that's...
No, I'm about to make it go worse.
Oh
People
my
start
God.
looking into Blue Box, and this is just a group of people who have a long-ass track record of scamming and not releasing games. So either this is some giant, long, elaborate prank, or everyone on the earth is being scammed, and no one can figure out what it is because no one's saying anything.
I think I would have heard of it by now, honestly.
Dude, everyone's talking about it. I don't know how you haven't heard about it.
Yeah, maybe...
It's weird, but dude,
because there's no new games coming out.
The day the trailer was supposed to drop, Hideo Kojima was #1 trending on Twitter. Him, Konami.
Has he said anything?
He's not commenting on the. He was #1 trending on Twitter. He won't even acknowledge it.
Yeah,
of course everyone's tweeting at him like, "What's going on?" He's not commenting. But the other thing is, this studio, for years, has just has a long ass history of not releasing games. They released one game.
How do they still have money then?
Because they just con people, it looks like.
Oh, early access shit.
I don't know, that like investor money scams.
And they keep getting away with it. Good for them.
Yeah. So this has been the big thing. I've seen so many videos breaking down the timeline. Apparently, they released one game and it was so bad it was on the Steam store for like a week and then they took it down.
That can happen.
Yeah.
Dude, I played this game once. Dude, let me see if I can look it up right now. Fuck, what was it called? Dude, it was called something like. It was like called like not Overlord, but it was a Skyrim like game that came out for the 360, dude, and it was like the second game of the franchise. And I remember like I went to Blockbuster to rent it, and I tried to return. I was like, dude, this game is dog shit. Like as in like it doesn't run well. And they were like, that's not a legit reason. I'm like, how the fuck did this even get released? Fuck, dude, I wish I could find that fucking game. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Dragon's Dogma.
No, it's not Dragon. No, Dragon's Dogma is alright.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, what's it called, dude? It came out like around the same time as Oblivion.
Ooh, Oblivion's a great game.
Yeah, I didn't like the leveling system though. I got like bored of it after a while because I was like, man,
yeah,
I don't feel any fucking progress.
I just remember playing the hell out of that game on PS3.
Yeah, you know what? What if I put Oblivion
Rip off.
Oblivion like game that sucks.
That sucks.
Because that's what it was known for. Because people were hyped because they basically it had corrected to Oblivion like take that duck. What? And there's like 5 videos of this.
Oblivion like take that duck.
Okay, whatever.
We'll find it later.
Yeah, it's gay. So I went to a comedy show on Saturday, and I saw Dane Cook.
Oh, you did?
Still got it.
I was gonna say, that guy's still around?
Yeah, and it was funny because I went with a couple of friends from San Diego, and there was a bachelorette party. So immediately I already know, like, this is the worst kind of audience, right?
Yeah.
It's drunk women. And they were all white. So,
even
like,
worse. We hate white people here.
No. Well, I mean, they're white women in L.A.
Literally the worst group of people on the face of the planet right
now. Exactly. So we, like, the first comedian that came up was like a woman. So no, like it was like a woman, and like she had a funny set, and then this dude came out, and he had a funny set too, but like his humor was like he made like a Me Too joke at the end and shit. And then like I'm just kind of like I'm laughing, and then I notice I'm like, oh, the white women, and I turn to them, and they're all like stone faced. And so for the rest of the show, because there was like 6 or 7 comics, I just kept like looking at them. I was like, because I know exactly when they're not gonna laugh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Dane Cook came up and he made some joke about how he fingered women, and I'm like, just looking up like, let's see. Nope, no response. Okay.
Oh my.
and then this dude came out at the end, and he just started making jokes about just like stereotypes about, because like women can be refs in the NFL now.
Yeah.
And he just like kept saying shit like, oh, now you're gonna get penalized for a play that for something that happened 4 plays ago, and shit like that. And I'm just looking at them like, oh, you guys having a good time? Like me and my friend, we're just laughing at looking at them too. I'm like, why are you here? What do you think was gonna happen? This is not a fucking Saturday Night Live taping.
No.
You know, this isn't fucking like, I don't know. You're not in Brooklyn or whatever.
Man,
I'm
they
like,
probably would have laughed if they saw your stand up, Miguel.
oh yeah, my bits about how Italian George Floyd, my classic bit.
What do you? When did this happen?
You never heard of Italian George Floyd?
No, the last bit I remember from you was walking off stage or about to, and then walking back and saying, "I have one more joke, 9/11,"
Yeah.
and then walking away.
That was pretty good. No, Italian George Floyd, I would just, because I would ask people like, "You like impressions?" And then you say, "Yeah," and I'd be like, "This is Italian George Floyd," and I'll go like, "I cannot breathe." I thought it was pretty good, but
God.
dude, you know who Craig Robinson is?
Yes, I've seen The Office.
Okay, but Craig Robinson was like, I guess like the headliner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and dude, like the whole show is just him playing the piano, and then occasionally yelling at people in the audience for like leaving to the bathroom.
What?
And I'm like, do he gets paid for this shit? And then he will like bring like some guy on to sing, and they make fun of him, and I'm like what the, like, this isn't a fucking show. Like, this dude's just hanging out and getting paid for it. He's just hanging out on the stage, because you know how he plays the piano.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like. Also, as he was walking in, I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna die like tomorrow. I'm like, if he gets COVID, it's over.
Yeah, he's fallen way out of shape.
Huge, dude.
Damn.
It was actually kind of sad, yeah. But yeah, you know, that was my weekend. I didn't watch Color Out of Space fucking 7 times.
8 times.
8 times.
Well, I've seen Suicide Squad 4 times. That's.
Oh, to watch it again?
No, remember seeing it with you as the 4th time.
Oh, right.
But today I watched Don't Breathe 2 and Free Guy.
Is Don't Breathe 2 the one with the old white guy? Is it good?
That movie was insane.
Was it good?
Yes.
Oh, I'm down to watch it.
It's so, because the concept is basically, if the first,
is the first one good?
The first one's also great.
Is that the one with the woman killing everybody?
No, it's still him, the old guy.
Oh,
So basically, imagine if there was the first Halloween came out and it was about Michael Myers, and he's the villain. But in the second one, Michael Myers was the main character, and it was about people that broke into Michael Myers' house and trying to take his kid.
Oh, so that's why everybody was like, "What a cool concept."
Yeah, because he's the main character in this one, and his he.
But he's the bad guy in the first one.
Yeah, and he's evil in this too. Don't make any mistake. Like, he talks about, he's like, I've murdered people and like I've raped people and this and that. Like,
I fucked him in the ass.
No, he's like an actual rapist, like in the first one.
I fucked Robin in the ass,
Bruh.
but that was consensual because he's bi.
Yeah, but yeah. So they make him the main character in this. He's great. His performance is like really like. This is just like objectively. Like, from a character standpoint, the best horror movie villain, because like he's an actual character. Like, he experiences and expresses like pain, like emotional pain and trauma.
I can't rape. Oh, god damn it! I can't fucking rape.
Because his whole thing is he's a crazy war veteran.
Oh.
And he's just literally gone completely insane.
Oh, he's QAnon.
Yeah, but he's like
QAnon the movie.
He talks all the stuff that he's done and this and that, and there's this one scene with him like, oh, this guy has like emotions, like he feels like he's suffering like inside, and like I can tell. And like Stephen Lang is a great actor. He's amazing.
I'm down to watch it, bro, because it looked pretty good, but I don't think I even heard of the first one.
Damn, yeah, the first one I only heard of because after it came out, everyone said it was good, so I decided to watch it, and it was good. Yeah, and this one just like elevated it, and it was like, this is insane. It's really great because. Oh yeah, I won't give away too much.
No, because I'll watch it probably.
I'll only say what's in. Some things are scattered in the trailers. The concept's cool that he like takes in this kid and tries to raise it as his own. And turns
about to say rape, and this motherfucker can't stop. He fucking can't control himself.
But he raised the kid as this like survivalist, and these people break into the house, and it's about him like, kind of defending his house. The kills are kind of insane. I love the super glue one. They show
no, don't tell me more.
I don't want to give away too much. It's good. Watch the movie.
I'm down.
I highly recommend it. Free Guy, better than I thought it would be. It's pretty good. It really banks off Taika Waititi and Ryan Reynolds and some like. There's a couple.
Oh, you watch Free Guy?
Yeah. There's some like really surprising cameos in that movie.
Is it actually good though? Because I didn't think it looked that good. To be honest, I look kind of fucking stupid.
It's a little stupid. It's also kind of funny, and it has its moments where I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a little, like there's a little bit of weight to it.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely, like I think it's worth there. I won't say who it is, but there's a great cameo, and when he interacts with Ryan Reynolds, it is.
Yeah.
And then there's also a lot of third party appearances of licensed stuff, but that doesn't really appear to the end, sadly. But yeah, like at the end, I'm not gonna say anything, but he starts pulling out things like, oh, that's from a movie, that's from a video game, that's from that. I'm like, okay, and they kind of mention some things throughout the movie, but
that would have been sick if they had throughout the whole movie, like Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah. Oh, I like that movie a lot too.
Yeah. Dude, in the first Wreck-It Ralph, I came when he pulls out a fucking exclamation mark from Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. I was like, what?
There's stuff like this. Again, I'm not going to say what it is, but the final boss fight, he starts pulling out weapons from like movies and video games. I'm like, this is, and they play the music that's associated with it. Yeah. And you're going to go nuts. And like,
they have Link's sword, huh?
No. I will say there's a Nintendo something though. It's a pretty sick weapon. Someone pulls out.
A shroom. He gets fucked up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. See, I wish I could tell you about some of this stuff. No. I'm not going to.
I'll watch it. I won't
tell you. But there's and the celebrity cameos are kind of crazy. Like that, like you'll only recognize them off their voice because, as you see in the movie, there's like kids playing the video games and their avatars wear masks and stuff. Oh, so like the avatars are like all voiced by famous people. Like they pop on screen, I'm like, that's a very, very famous person, huh? And then the credits roll, I'm like, there's a bunch of famous people.
Yeah. He just talks to the southern accent. Well, let me help you out here with something over here. Like, what? They got him for this? I'm down to watch it. If I had to choose, I'll probably watch Don't Breathe 2, though.
I'd recommend Don't Breathe 2 was like a 9 that was a great movie.
Well, I mean, now I know that for you that means a fucking 6, but
what does that mean?
With a fucking Color Out of Space, bro, and some other bullshit movie you recommended me.
Color Out of Space, I would not tell you would be a 9. Oh. For you, I'd say like Suicide Squad would be like a
fucking
9.
Sweet Tooth.
I didn't say that she was a 9.
That she was gay.
I didn't say that was a 9.
Well, listen to me. Oh, this is what I want to talk to you about because I was like, I know I saw it somewhere. That they're going to have a fucking Captain America movie with Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, if I don't know why it was already confirmed.
No, but I thought I thought it was gonna be still a show. I didn't know they were gonna do a movie.
Yeah, it was confirmed as a movie, but I guess it's official now. Like he officially signed on.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, can we please just get over the bullshit and make a fucking straight up Captain America movie? Well,
bad news. The person who made the show is writing the movie. Oh. So.
So we're just never gonna like let Captain America be a superhero.
No,
he just has to be a civil rights. He has to be a civil rights leader his whole fucking career.
Just your average Joe, black guy in America. Nothing different about him.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm actually not even that worried about that. You know what I'm really worried about? Captain America has good villains, and they did not have a good villain in that fucking show.
No.
That's what I'm really worried about. Also, because again, you can have woke shit, but like the problem is that the show was just not good enough for me to like overlook that. It you know what I mean? It was bad on top of bad. Yeah. So I'm like, if the show had been like, because I mean, again, we've seen plenty of things that have woke shit and we're like, it's pretty good.
Yep.
This was not one of them.
Dude, you know what villain I hope they do?
Who?
I love that. I don't know. Did you ever read the comic that introduced Winter Soldier?
I think I did, bro. Okay, but I don't remember, honestly.
You'd remember. I love that Red Skull has like a hot, like 19-year-old, like serial murderer Nazi daughter. Oh. Like named Sin or something. I know.
Sin?
And she was like, ridiculous. She partnered with Crossbones, and they were like a
and
they
cross-bone. They cross-dress and cross-bone.
I think they did bang. And they were like, I remember the arc was they were like Bonnie and Clyding across the country, like murdering people and robbing banks and stuff. It was pretty awesome.
Hell yeah, bro.
She's like, it's like, yeah, Red Skull has like some like super soldier ginger daughter who like murders people.
Oh, so she was born evil.
Yeah, something like that. It's been a while since I read the book, but I remember thinking she was a good character.
I'm down for that. You know who I always wanted to see, but I knew that they couldn't make it, was Ultimate Red Skull.
Oh, didn't he cut off his own face?
Yeah, because he was because Steve Rogers had an affair. Well, not even an affair. He just was like banging some chick in the 40s.
Yeah.
And then when the kid is born, they obviously like they keep him in a what do you call it? Like a government facility for his entire life. So then he is like I think he's like when he's like 20 or something. He's like I'm fucking escaping, and he kills everybody, and then he cuts off his own face.
Yeah,
I was like, what a great fucking like. I was like, this shit is sick as fuck.
Yeah, that was a great comic.
And then Black Widow fucking shoots him in the head.
Yep.
And they, I don't think they ever tell him that it's his son. I think he finds out until later.
Yeah, no, that was the thing. Yeah, he realizes it later.
Yeah.
In life.
The Ultimate Comics is such a good fucking comic.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a great comic. Yeah, I remember because he's fighting him, and then I think Nick Fury was like, that's actually your son.
Yeah. He's like, listen, I got plenty of baby mama myself. Oh, dude, okay. Did you see that tweet, bro, by the fucking actor that plays Shang-Chi?
Okay.
He's like jacking off like he's fucking Martin Luther King.
Because he's Asian. I know.
Yeah.
I like Simu Liu as a person. I think he's funny.
The movie looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah, I'm not talking shit about the movie.
No, but I actually like him as a like when he's not doing this stuff. He's one of those people that is trying to like ride the whole. I don't like to assign a tent to people.
He's trying. Let's be like, if we want to use their terms, they're trying to appropriate the Black Panther hype. Whereas like we're here, we're not white, so give us all your money.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not. You're not Black Panther, first of all, motherfucker. Black Panther is a sick ass fucking character, and he had a lot of hype behind him. Shang-Chi's alright, but he's no fucking Black Panther.
No, he's not as like I like Shang-Chi, but he's not as important or well known as.
Yeah, exactly. Black Panther is a fucking badass. Like in the comics, he's like a prominent like A-lister superhero. Shang-Chi's none of that. Shang-Chi's a fucking joke, even in like the Ultimate Comics and shit. He's literally a fucking snitch who like double crosses his friends for like, I think because he wanted to be part of the Hand or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you read the tweet.
Yeah, which one was it? I think you posted on your story. I think.
Yeah, where he's like, "We're here. We're the underdog. No matter what anybody says, we're here to succeed." I'm like, you're literally part of the biggest fucking movie corporation, like, that exists. You're not an underdog. What are you talking about? They made Ant-Man a fucking success.
Yep.
Shut up.
Have you seen that meme where it's the scene of a blood sport burning all those people in Suicide Squad? It's like Disney. When China tells them to wipe out an ethnic minority camp so the movie can get a wide release in Chinese theaters. Like, sorry, yeah. Disney, all this stuff. There's no, respect.
How does it get to their head, dude? Like, I don't care. Like, who is telling this actor that
everyone hates you because you're Asian? No one wants to watch this Marvel movie because you're Asian.
Not even that, but like the opposite of like this is like a cultural moment for Asian Americans. I'm like, have you heard of motherfucking literally any other Asian actor that has had a way big like, dude, Jackie Chan is a fucking icon. Actually, never mind. Hold up. Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
in the 70s. You motherfuckers have Bruce Lee. Whatever this fool things that he's like becoming, I'm like, he did it in the 60s when it was way harder to become a fucking star. So don't give me this bullshit. And it's just like, I don't understand like how it gets to their head where like they actually think they're like some sort of like hero.
I don't think he understands
You're a fucking
that
actor in a movie.
That, like Asian martial arts, all that type of movie been popping off here for a very long time.
Dude, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a big market.
Yeah, have you heard of the Wu-Tang Clan, motherfucker?
Have you heard of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's heard of that movie. That movie's not even in English. It's a full-on not English movie.
Yeah, dude,
everybody's watching Parasite win the best picture the other year.
No, but like not even like talking specifically about the type of movie that Shang-Chi is.
Yeah,
which is a martial arts fucking action movie. That shit I grew up watching that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Right? Like, we're the underdogs? Motherfucker, you've been on top for a while. What are you talking about?
Yeah, where are Asian people oppressed?
No, like, I don't, like, again, just speaking specifically about this genre of movie.
But I mean, like, are Asian people, like, making up, like, am I not aware that they're making up, like, large, like, poverty groups in America? Like, a lot of, Black Americans and
I think
Hispanic
on average
Americans?
they do okay, but, like,
yeah.
I think we can both admit that we're not informed enough.
Yeah, we're not informed enough.
to talk
last
about
time I
that.
checked, there's like no like, okay, most Hispanic.
No, they just get made fun of, and that's like the big oppression is like they just get jokes.
And more than that, most Hispanic and like African countries are not doing very well. I think like most big Asian countries are doing pretty well.
China's doing too well.
Yeah, so some are doing a little too well.
They're killing it too well.
Listen, Simu Lee, I think the oppression on the world scale might be a little off, buddy.
No, and again, like listen, I think you know how I feel about that. But just speaking specifically about his like trying to act like this is like a big moment in cinematic history. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not.
It is not.
I don't get it. I like Simu Liu. I like the way the movie looks. I like all these movies, and I hope it does really well. And I'm super excited for it. I already got my tickets.
You remember Shanghai Noon, motherfucker?
That's a great
Those
with Owen Wilson.
Yeah,
right?
huge fucking movies.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this thing called Rush Hour? You son of a bitch! Like, what do you like? Why is he trying to take
Hero with Jet Li?
Yeah, like he's trying to take this thunder away. Like this is like the thing. I'm like, this has been happening forever. If anything, Asians have been corralled into only making these type of movies.
Yeah.
If anything, Crazy Rich Asians was the thing that broke the stereotype.
And
not you.
That was a funny movie. That was a good movie.
I didn't even see it. I just don't like rom-coms,
I think you might like it though. I think there's a little bit of complexity and depth to the characters that you don't find in most rom-coms. I thought it was funny though. But
I'm like, this dude is literally doing like the most stereotypical Asian fucking movie, and he's acting like this is groundbreaking. Like this is basically all. This actually is this makes up the majority of Asian movies. What are you talking about? Hong Kong fucking cinema is all like fucking high octane, insane action movies.
Yep.
Have you heard of John Woo, motherfucker?
For real, like. Parasite and Crazy Rich Asians are the movies that this guy is claiming this movie is.
Exactly. Those are the movies that broke the mold or broke the stereotype of Asian movies in America.
Yeah.
Or what's the movie called? Minari?
Yeah.
Again, looks gay to me. Not interested, but it's definitely not the typical, you know what I mean? Not the shit that I see that I love.
Yeah, again, it's awesome.
Yeah,
we all love it.
Yeah, exactly.
We all Simu Liu, we all love it.
Yeah, and we've been loving it. Yeah, I would just if anything, I was like, you're fucking ignorant for writing that shit down. I'm like, you're writing on the coattails not only of the biggest movie franchise in history, but also a pretty popular fucking genre across the world. Everybody likes.
It just feels like he's trying too hard. Like
to steal the Black Panther shit.
I saw the featurette that they play before the movies of the one on Shang-Chi and his interviews. His shirt says like phenomenally Asian on it. I'm like, yes, I get it, dude. I'm like, I get it. This is not the same thing, dude.
Where do they find these idiots that just like they complain about stereotypes and all this bullshit, and then what do? Reduce themselves to their fucking race every time. They're like, actually, I'm not an individual. I'm phenomenally Asian. Imagine if I should show up like that to one of my premieres.
Mexican?
No, spectacular. Obi called me that. He said that at the mess. He's like, wow, spectacular. I'm like, dude, I am stealing that.
You should go as Spider-Man, be the spectacular
Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man is Miles Morales. The half spectacular is Spider-Man. The other one I can't say. No, actually, no. The spectacular / Black Explosive Spider-Man. Maybe that could work.
There's something I want to comment on that no one can tell. When me and Miguel started recording this, there was like day and tons of light.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The sun is just gunned down, and we're in like all the lights are off in my apartment, and we're in this very moody lighting.
It's pretty gay. Yeah. Well,
I just realized like the sun has gone down, and we're just sitting here in the dark, talking to each other, like literally having to use your flashlight.
To see how much time we have. Well, we have 2 minutes. Should we solve the Afghanistan problem?
Yeah,
in
obviously.
a couple of minutes. Yeah.
So nuke hold up. Take this out of context. Either one.
Yeah.
This is all Trump's fault.
Right.
This is all Biden's fault.
Okay.
That's it. Post a clip of that, and you've solved the Afghanistan problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clap.
My friend sent me a video, and it's just basically like, what? Okay, the gist of it is that basically, I guess it's not like as a united a country as we like think it is. Like it was like it's basically like it's the name of that land, but they had like a bunch of like different types of people that were living in that land, and then they got fucked by the Soviets.
Yep.
So all these kids, like all these like people, like immigrated, and they went to I guess like Pakistan or all these places where they became like super like religiously like fundamentalists. So then they came back as the Taliban.
Yep.
And I'm like, well.
And we accidentally gave them a lot of guns.
Exactly.
To fight the Soviets.
Yeah, because I saw this thing that my friends posted, where she was like U.S. imperialism is like the biggest threat to what's the world peace, and I'm like, it's not. It's China. China and Russia are actually the biggest threats to world peace. U.S. imperialism it might be the biggest threat to sovereignty for other nations, but not exactly peace.
Yeah.
You know, like you might be like, oh, like we change these people's way of lives, but it's pretty fucking peaceful right now. It's not like that with Russia and China or North Korea. They're fucking murking people. But anyways, like I just like I saw the thing, and like the only thing that I could remember is just like, again, I was a kid, but I was like, dude, like, so this was all a fucking like a massive disaster.
Yeah.
Cause I remember like the war starting, you know. Again, I was a kid. I was like maybe 4 years old, but I was like 6 years old, and it's just like, what the fuck was like all these people dead like for no reason, basically, because it seems like it ended up exactly where it left off, which is under the oppression of crazy people. Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's crazy, like, seeing this, because this is something that's been... When did this start?
I think it's literally this week. Biden was
I mean, like, when did the Afghanistan war start? Early 2000s?
2001, yeah.
Okay. That's been around since I was 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I remember
This
seeing
is
as a kid.
insane.
Yeah. I think it's literally the longest conflict in modern history.
Dude.
I think so, yeah.
Like, years. 20 years. Or what? 2003, 18 years. My math is off.
Yeah,
that's so insane.
It's because you can't win a war against ideology.
No.
So it's like, what did they think? Did they think they were gonna abandon their ways, or like, I don't know. Listen, I don't know enough. The video just, again, I watched a 15-minute video. I think that actually puts me like at the 99th percentile of people who are actually informed, but it's still not enough, you know.
Yeah.
Well, because again.
You're in the top 1%.
Yeah,
sure.
Of people who actually know something.
Because you didn't just share an infographic on your story.
Yeah, I watched an independent journalist do a history of the nation.
Honestly, probably better than what I see on Instagram, which is just like really one-sided takes.
Which, by the way, we did see people defending the Taliban and saying that they were actually helping the women in the hospitals.
So insane! You sent me that. I was like, and then all the comments. Yes, please debunk more American lies about the Taliban. Like, oh, really? The Taliban? They really love women, huh?
Yeah, and gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna throw them off the roof as a sport. They're gonna put that on their ESPN.
Literally the rape game where they just rape women en masse.
Yeah,
not wearing, covering their faces.
It's
stuff that we all know. Stuff that anyone who reads about their laws and their religion and all this stuff you can just read about.
Yeah.
Not news, not slanted articles. Stuff you can read about. If you want to join this religion and follow these laws, it's out there.
No, it's not even that, because it's like, I think what happens with a lot of the libtards is that they get stuck on the Islamophobic aspect of it. And I'm like, detach yourself from the name of the religion, and just any religious fundamentalism is terrible for women and gay people and minorities or whatever. You know, like, no matter like where it's from, like, yeah, like, it seems like medieval times, but again, like, everybody that's a fundamentalist in religion, for some reason, it always skews towards just telling the bitch to shut up, turning gay people straight, like I'm like, just get it, like, don't focus on that and just focus on what's actually going on.
Focus on the mutilating women's genitals.
Focus on the actual like history of the fucking place and these people, and like, because again, like, I watched this thing and it was basically saying how I guess because like Afghanistan, like in the 80s or something, or like before the Russian bullshit, they had like women working, you know what I mean? It was like, it was going along well, and now it's like, you can't like, you'll get arrested if you're not like praying at the right time, and you'll get fucked in the ass if you're like not wearing. Dude, you get fucked in the ass if as a guy you don't have a beard. Like, what a stupid fucking law. I can't even grow a beard. Exactly, you'd be dead immediately. You get called an infidel and shot with an AK-47. Well, we solved the problem.
Next week, we're going to use our last 2 minutes to solve the North Korea problem also.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to do this until we bring about world peace.
Yeah. To our 7 listeners, I apologize for no episode last time. Again, we had some technical difficulties, but it'll never happen again.
To our one Asian listener, I'm sorry for saying you're not as oppressed as black people and Hispanic people. And
Again,
I know that one Asian listener is Simu Liu. He is not happy, and I've been uninvited to the Shang-Chi premiere.
Look, I tell this to our fellow POCs. Be honest about your reality as an individual. You can talk about statistics and all that shit. Just be real about where you are individually.
Yep.
Okay? That's all we ask. If you tell me, hey, I got shot by the cops yesterday, you're oppressed. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Does that happen to Asian people? I don't think they commit crimes, right?
No, they're not allowed to, according to
Yeah,
the Bushido code, I think.
The Japanese.
They just commit seppuku instead.
Yeah, I stole a thing. They kill themselves. I don't know. We're
The
canceled.
Yakuza isn't real.